everybody, it's One Penny again. It's day T-6 when I start my journey hiking from Key West up to Maine and then over to traveling over to Calais to start riding the bike down the East Coast Greenway returning to Key West. And I wanted to show you a little bit about my bike setup. This is my bike. When I first started looking at the East Coast Greenway, I thought that I would be able to make the trip on my racing bike, but I actually took it into the shop and had a lot of work done to it to fix it up some, which is good because then I got to ride a little bit. But as I looked at it, East Coast Greenway is, I believe they say about 50 to 60% complete, and the goal is for that to be all off-road, which doesn't necessarily mean gravel or mountain biking at all. It just means some type of path that's not on a road where you are safer from the traffic. So you get off the road, you're on the trail, but a lot of it's going to be on the road. So that's why I first thought I would be able to do it with that bike, and then I thought about the camping and bringing all my supplies and trying to attach panniers to that bike, and it just ended up in my mind that it would be better to get a new bike. The thing about this setup that probably looks very odd is this bike with the backrest. And the story behind that is that after all the things I've done in life, the miles I've put in training for and running 17 marathons across all 7 continents in one island nation, and the triathlons I've done, the individual running, biking, swimming events, not necessarily my career, which has been blue collar, sitting in offices, maybe some office chairs aren't too comfortable. But in my free time, I spend a lot of time doing really heavy construction. I've always loved physical work and doing that, and lifting heavy things and carrying loads. And so all of that combined causes me to have some back pain in my lower back. And when I'm on this bike and I'm bent over and pushing, it really tends to irritate that lower back and cause me a lot of pain. So I looked around and I found this bike, which has a backrest. When I have the seat scooted up as far as I can and tilted down enough, this comes forward and I can rest my lower back on it a little bit. I can sit up and try to stretch my back backwards. I also modified and put this gooseneck on. I still have to adjust it a little bit, but it brings this handlebar back and up. So for this trip, the 3,000 miles south on the East Coast Greenway, I want a more erect posture so that I can try to keep from having so much bad back pain. So that's why I ended up going with a new bike. It's more for trails, wider wheels, a little more cushioning, instead of the road bike. I had to add a couple of racks on front and back to hang the panniers. I spent last night fully packing this, so everything that will be in my backpack for my hiking through the mountains, all my camping gear, food, all of that is in these bags right now and loaded up. So today I will take this bike and take it over to a place and they will box it up for shipment, and then it will sit here until I get closer to the end of the hiking portion. Maybe once I get into Maine, I'll have to call back down here, have a friend of mine pick my bike up, take it over to, I think it's Bike Flight. They will then ship it to a place I'll have to find. I reached out to a couple of places up there in Maine to have my bike delivered, have them try to go through initial setup, and then I'll be able to get there, do some final adjustments, and then start on the East Coast Greenway south. Now, this is kind of an odd choice, I think, in my mind, but I feel like I need it. But also, in one of these packs is the regular seat, more like that. So I will be able to adjust as I go. If this isn't working, I can try the other seat for a while. If if that's not working and this was better, I can go back to this. It's a little kludgy maybe, but it certainly looks fine. It looks like I think it looks like a grandpa's bike, but then again, I am in an advanced state of age and decrepency, so I think this will work, and if it doesn't, I'll switch back and forth until I find something that does work. The only thing I don't like about these racks is that there isn't any way to keep water from splashing up on me, and I am absolutely certain that I'm going to ride through some rain and get soaked from time to time. But this is the setup. This is the way it is right now. I do have a couple of small pieces coming. I have another attachment here to hold my phone so that I can have the GPX of the East Coast Greenway and follow directions step by step. And a very special feature of this bike, a dear friend of mine got this for me. She said she found the ugliest bike bell possible and brought it over for my trip. So I've got the bell on here, I've got the lights, front and back, I've got everything ready to go. I'm going to unpack my panniers now, load the bike back up, and take it over to have it boxed up. And I've only been able to have a few rides with this, very short rides, just to try to check out balance, see if there's any concerns, like a loose strap here. I certainly don't want a loose strap to get caught in the wheels. That's about it. I've got a few more days to take care of a few things here, and my ride has already started out. It's a 3-day trip for my support to get here, and then we'll be heading down to the Keys and starting out. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys later.